me on anything they can. I gotta play it a little tighter.
Well, they're probably getting you on an investigation because you're good at investigating, Wrangler. And you're pretty ruthless.
Why am I...
is needed a lot of the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing is, with the investigation,
here we go.
but there has to be a paper
It's
trail.
lagging.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
And the point of it is to have a part of it is to be able to explain any plausible deniability.
Listen, I understand,
Especially
but
as things get convoluted.
I was just waiting to talk to King and Dan before I pushed anything.
I'm not hitting that button.
The report, I was staring at it, just seemed so empty. I mean, all I really had was literally officers were shot. Here's some pictures of the scene.
That's fine. And even if the report is like, this is just some stuff that was together, I'm still waiting to talk to these people. Because then at least we know that there's something going on and you have an intention to follow up with it. And then if it's the case that you're getting dodged by other people so that you can get a final statement and get everything pieced together, then those people will feel the heat. And it's not just on your shoulders.
How the fuck am I going to push these reports in the MDW when we have a fucking leak and the casino blatantly flaunting that they have a goddamn officer on their fucking payroll? Why would I even do that? That's dumb.
True. We don't have a way right now to seal any of our reports. We have to be writing them somewhere else.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Ooh.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know if you've looked at the report today, but it's pretty well populated now.
I think that was a mistake. I don't think any reports involving casino people as suspects should be pushed right now.
Which casino people were suspects in the
Dean Watson, Gomer Colton, Otto Del Mar, what's his name? The African American fellow, Mr. Stanfield, Marlo Stanfield, Cassie Cupcakes.
This is the thing. Otto
They're
turned
all
himself
POIs
in
for that case?
No, Otto turned himself in right. Otto turned himself in for a warrant right when those people were shot, almost like he wanted some sort of alibi. Apparently, he's also been making like some sly comments about the whole thing and shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. In that report, it says that Mr. Nino Chavez was tweeting about the fact that he was glad, or he was congratulating the people that did whatever they did to Ripley.
I can explain that, sir.
Okay.
Nino Chavez is a huge whiny cunt who thinks that serving, I don't know, passing a bar exam in Arkansas somehow qualifies him to comment on our SOPs or laws. He has a stick up his ass so far that he is so petty he is willing to wish death upon one of our boys in the blue simply because he did not respond to a call that he made on 911 like 3 days ago, whereupon Mr. Ripley himself replied, "Call a tow truck," in response to whatever it is he was whining about on 911.
Yeah.
I actually confronted him about this last night, and he tried to explain it to me again, and I told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. He tried to pull me aside for the exact same thing, and I said, look, appreciate you saying something, but it's going to be handled internally.
Okay. And just to confirm, it's Bass that's leading this case overall, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Tell Bass everything about as long as Bass has that information about those extra POIs, because obviously it doesn't detail that in the report. Just make sure he knows that. So
I think that report needs to be taken down. That's the whole reason I didn't push anything, and I wanted to talk to people and say, hey,
yeah,
we can't have this. There's a leak in the fucking department. Anything that's in there, you might as well just consider public.
God damn it.
This is so,
fucking damn it.
This like does my head in, because it's like, oh, we're back at square one again with why the CID was
Why is
so
my shit
closed
fucked up?
And everyone's like, it's not
That's
fair.
not me,
Why
chat.
can't we do investigations? Because people are leaking information.
That wasn't my dog.
Why would we make
that was fucking Penta,
Why
dude.
would we make any of our reports public if people want to just sell information for personal gain?
Here, one sec. I need to gaze off into the distance.
That's okay. So, we trust Bass, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So, as long as he knows all of this information, then that's good. He needs to know all of this to be able to move forward appropriately, because if he doesn't know this information and he just goes off based off what's in that report alone, he'll just be questioning Nino.
I'm glad I disconnected though, because I literally could not do any emotes. Yeah. You guys ready for the jammer, dude? Is your priority so bad they kick you from the server to make room for me? Yeah. I'm poop. I wish I could order food, but I don't because quarantine. Meow, 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 meow. Contactless delivery? It's just not worth it. When am I getting vaccinated? Hopefully sometime in the next 6 months. Biden said everyone by the end of May. Yeah, I don't listen to what a politician has to say about anything ever, so. Let alone Strahd the Vampire Lord. The governor's going to open up everything and remove the mask order next week. Were you like, you live in Alabama or something? Oh, Texas. That was it. See, I wanted to say Texas, but I didn't know if it was too soon since the winter storm to make fun of Texas, so I just kind of like skipped over it. Yeah, that was my first thought. Slightly nicer Alabama. I spawned at the wrong place! Ruin, thanks for subbing.
Holds the world
Ow. Crossing tag, thanks for subbing. I'm in a mom's van. My shit's in Vinewood, I think. We don't need the government to force us to do the right thing in Texas. True. Next thing you know, they're going to suggest you get on an actually stable power grid so that your people don't freeze to death. Those fucking pricks in Washington, man! I might be a socialist, Chad. I might be a socialist. I might be a commie, dude. Ah! EU is watching and proud of you. I'm defecting to EU, chat. Peace. Bye. I'm moving to Scotland. Bitch. I'm about to go golfing in the moor, pussy. We're getting like $5 to live in Nebraska. We only had a mask order for like 2 months total, and the whole time we don't have one now. FTW Clicks, thanks for 5 subs. Thanks, man. Nebraska. I forgot Nebraska was a place. Admit you moved to Scotland for the liquor? Yeah, I mean, I like the aesthetic of Scotland. So, moors and hills and shit. The cliff faces that look out over the ocean. Bog. You like never seeing the sun again? Yeah, I grew up in Florida, so I really don't give a shit about the sun or it existing during a sunny day. I don't give a fuck. I hate the sun. It's so cringe. Time to practice the lockpicking that I watched from the lockpicking lawyer. I like the paint job, though. Oh no. How come there's always a car here? Sure is people here.
Are you about to start your shift, Arthur?
I've been on for 3 hours.
Oh, I haven't heard you. Well, maybe it's because my radio's off.
Parks a stolen car in front of MRPD? You mean the car that hopped into our fucking parking lot?
Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out, you know? Get tougher and whatnot.
Meow,
Pain is just
meow,
stressing
meow,
my
meow,
body.
meow, 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 meow.
You got the strap?
Which room we choosing now, Ripley?
Papa
Hey,
536,
Lenny.
last 911.
Yes, sir.
Lenny, are you on duty?
Yes, sir.
Could you do me a favor and unlock this door, please?
Yes, sir.
Just get out of your way here. All right, thank you.
I will. Should I? Okay, I'm gonna leave it unlocked.
Yeah, just leave it unlocked. Thanks, buddy.
I didn't want to lock him in there. I was gonna ask him if he wanted me to lock it after he was in there, and I was like, oh. This locks them in. This traps the police. Where the fuck is everybody? Should I lock them in for funsies anyway?
And then it's just a little bit of a chit chat.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry, Lenny.
Papa 523.
Damn it, I think he's on duty. I was gonna lock him in. Yeah, Mr. Metzger.
Hold on one sec,
Ripley, is there
Lenny.
somebody in here? I don't.
Hey.
If you can see Cass.
Hey, let's just talk in the parking lot, maybe. Oh, fuck.
I don't want to go in the middle of the. Someone's gonna run us over.
Hello, Katya. What are they doing to you? Where? What the fuck are they doing to you? All right, we'll talk to the mayor. Aren't you guys friends?
Squeak at her like a rat.
Yeah, I don't. All right, I'll look into it. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Well, Katya's all my ass now, too.
Why?
Apparently, they're not putting a picture of her in the courthouse, and she wants me to investigate it.
Oh. You should tell her to investigate what happens to snitches in the mob.
Oh, yeah, they get clipped, right? Oh, shit. Correct.
My understanding that you're not going to be paying the union dues.
What, you're gonna fire me if I'm not in the union?
God bless you, sir.
No, sir. Just make sure you don't take a patrol car out.
I also snitched.
Bullshit.
I snitched
10-9 left.
some commie shit, sir.
They said I can't take a patrol car out?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't
41
read
any
that.
active.
Wait, what?
I mean,
They don't own
yeah,
these
Brett.
patrol cars.
the union owes me about $8,000 for repairs last night if I'm paying my dues, so.
The union's only got like $8,000, I think.
Oh no, I guess they're bankrupt and have to dissolve now.
Yeah, I get. Also, they don't
Yeah,
own
before
those cars.
the union, we had to pay out of our own pocket. How do you think the cars kept getting fixed?
Yeah, I fixed mine.
I was also fixing the ones that I fucked up.
That is not what I've heard, Wrangler.
Funny,
That is
Wrangler.
not what I've heard.
All right, well, you can talk to the people at, I guess Harmony Repair then. I don't care.
Okay. That's
You
all
guys
good.
were there when I was getting a car fixed.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? I wasn't.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I remember.
You two were.
Hey, look, sorry. It's been a long day. I just did some jumping jacks. I'm lightheaded. Woo.
Oh, there you go. It's crazy how a lot of rumors are unfounded, especially when I'm under the gun.
Cav,
That's
Cav.
true.
Thanks
That
for subbing.
happens. That does happen.
That
Oh
does
man,
happen.
Lush Cloud. Thanks for
Okay.
subbing.
I had to think
I,
about something for 2 seconds.
That's all
Alright.
good. I can't stay around for much longer. But what I will say, Wrangler, is that I think you should speak with Metzger, and hold off speaking to the DA until you've spoken to Metzger.
Well,
See-
apparently,
gauge how that conversation goes.
apparently, there's already there's a subpoena right now for our bank records.
There is one that is live. Yes.
Oh, well then, what do you mean? Hold off. She's gonna see that shit and she's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck?
Well, okay, so this is part of the meeting. So I got dragged to the courthouse today to speak with the judges and the DA, and Fred was there. And Fred had gone in and started talking to them about all this stuff and saying, you know, talking about the union and him threatening them to be fired and all that stuff. And they asked me what I know legislation-wise about unions, and I said I've got no fucking idea. And they said, well, that's because there isn't any, and they're not really sure about the union or whatever. And the DA wasn't really sure about it either. So now they want to. I basically suggested they have a meeting and go through what the union actually is, because I think there's some confusion about that. I actually suggested they rename it to Police Repair Fund.
Or how about they just give us fucking
shit.
money from the city? God damn it!
They don't have any. All the money from the city got loaned to people via this fast loans company.
These cherry
They're the reason why we're in debt right now.
What? What is that?
Where do you think the money from fast loans come from? It doesn't come from nowhere. It's not from them. They're officers for the government.
Oh my!
Well,
Who the fuck owns fast loans?
Share Singh. I've been asking them a lot. I've been trying to speak with the mayor and try and get them to give us loans because they refuse to give police loans. That's not going to happen for the time being. It's definitely a no.
Does this city want a police force?
I don't know.
No. I mean, yes, obviously.
I used some $600 spike strips today successfully. That was fucking good. That felt good.
Yeah, me too.
It cost me
That was
$600.
I may or may not have heard that. Yeah, they're only one use.
And they only last 5, so you got to play. They last 5 seconds. You got to place them at exactly the right time. Otherwise, they'll just.
Yeah.
I've heard tales from my my Wiccan friends online that you basically have to divine with a seeing pool the precise location in the future in which you must position yourself to actually use them.
Yeah. The only reason we could do that today was because it was a street race and they were following the track, so it wasn't too difficult. But if you're in a standard 1080 from like a bank robbery or something, how the fuck do you know where to go?
So all the money that we fucking got from writing citations went to a fucking loan company?
Nobody knows. I've been asking that question too. Nobody knows where that money is going. Nobody has a fucking clue. The mayor doesn't seem to have access to that right now. Nor
who does?
We don't.
These fucking liberals, Wrangler. All right.
No idea.
First they start the unions, which can only happen in a shitty socialist shithole like Los Santos. And now we're under the gun and under the thumb of a fucking government-sponsored loan shark company.
God, you're right. We are.
What's happening? What's happening?
Is campaigning on the tax, right? They were trying to say that lower the tax to 6%. We don't have any fucking. We're literally in debt. The state is in debt, so you know we're fucked.
What do I do when they fire me? I have no other skills.
At this point, I think any other job would be better than this.
Honestly, any other job would actually pay better than what we have.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's not true.
I just want to. It's not the mayor's fault. I will say that she is trying her hardest to do things. It's not her fault.
Ask her if her HOA friends can help.
Wait.
I'm concerned about that. Yeah. That's a whole other thing, but I don't think we should focus on that right now. That's like a whole other fucking.
I mean, could go on strike.
Oh, yeah!
No.
That's American as fuck!
No.
What the fuck? They're not giving us anything!
Nope.
If there's a strike,
Listen, I've been out here long
100...
enough that we do not strike. That's a fucking EMS thing. We do not strike in this PD.
Trust me, we do not want to go on strike.
Hey, you guys can do that.
No! Everyone or no one.
Yeah, I'm not. That's never happening.
It's a bad. Trust me, that's a bad route to go down. We should very much try and avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, but who cares about the EMS?
Is it okay if I report this?
I care about my job, so I'm not going on strike. But
listen, maybe times are different.
I'm not going on strike.
Okay, well then, if Snow won't do it, then fuck it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Trust me, if I thought that if I think something's a good idea, I'll back you, but that is a terrible idea. I gotta be honest with you.
Fine. I'm just spitballing here. I just don't know what the fuck we're gonna do if we're not getting any support from the government.
I think we just have to be patient for now. Go ahead, Lenny.
Can you explain the order of operations here? Fast Loans is operated by the government?
Yeah, they're like officers for the state, they said to me. And the money comes from state funds. So all those loans that went out to felons and people that probably won't be able to pay it back,
right?
That's where our money is. There you go.
And
And
who's
then-
gonna collect on that?
They're gonna make us fucking repo all this shit.
Well, they will, but you know they stand to make more money from people who can't pay money back
So
than they do to make money from us. So.
They're using the money we collect from issuing fines to issue loans to people who can't pay them back.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what it
Oh
looks
god,
like.
it's the Big Short all over again.
Oh god.
Didn't we make this the didn't we say that like the other day?
That's what it sounds like.
Plus, I got this insurance company on top of me now. They wanna give me insurance for my CVPI. I'm just like, I don't even.
No, that's
can I
what
even
you were
take out
talking to me
insurance?
about, but I don't. Why am I getting insurance? I don't want to.
So I'm gonna follow me around with a baseball bat and say, you know, you need insurance, and I'm gonna come outside, my car's gonna be on fire, and they say, well, you should have got fucking insurance. Is that what's gonna happen? Because I don't want to. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with any more fucking repairs.
Why isn't it?
Yeah, and I got fined 15 grand.
What did you say to make them do that?
I said if she really
Wait,
thought
did it
that
actually
me
get
giving
done?
officer statements at the scene from people that are in the
No.
court today, I asked her if she really believed that that was hearsay at the end of a trial after she already gave her verdict and banged the gavel. And she said yes. And then I said, okay, do you actually think that? And she was like, Wrangler, do you really want to argue with me? And I said, yes.
That's
and
not too bad.
And she said, okay, 30 months, $5,000.
Tell them what
Oh.
all season.
What? What
No,
else?
it's gonna
okay,
crash.
Well, some other things were also said.
Yeah. Keep going.
What'd you say?
I might just DM him on
I
Twitter.
asked
though.
her if she was gonna suck Otto's dick after the court case too.
Oh my god.
Yo, the way that he was acting in the courtroom was it was like he was the conductor for a train.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Oh, interesting.
He was getting to do whatever he wanted to, and you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message
glad
him
that
on
I said
Twitter.
that. They gave me back 10 grand, so apparently they, kind of agreed with me. Anyways, all right.
I think that's another crash. In character text message from Lenny Hawk. Boom. Wonder what's up with the server? Well, this is a good day for something to be up because I am going to attend the final chapter master meeting amongst those within the living world of Verum as my wizard, the level 15 Gog Asalon. And that's what we're going to do now because it's at 6, so. So if you guys want to see some actual roleplay, stick around. That was a joke, by the way. I wouldn't play GTA roleplay unless I didn't think it was immersive, so. Let's see. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Use this. I'm not entirely sure what this meeting is about. I think I will be informed last minute, as is usual. When does the Big Boy finale start? I think it's in 6 days. Follow Glorious Arcadum on Twitter. Join his Discord. Get involved. Oh, March 6th. Wait, it's this Saturday? Damn. What up, Butt Pudding? Nice name. The final D&D session ever. Meow, 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 meow. catch us up on D&D? I don't know where you left off, so no. What do you think of the tier fight? Didn't watch it. It was good? That's good. What do you think of the 1972 moon landing? Fake! Million trillionaire like Chillmore, thanks for something. Fucking screaming! What do you think of the Bay of Pigs scandal? Never heard of it. I forgot to make it so my webcam would be in 60 FPS before I stream because I didn't think I was going to use my webcam today. What do you think about the rigged election? New map tool. Run anyway. I accept. Next, install. You think the Marshall Plan was a net positive? What are you guys asking me about actual conspiracy theories? Let's see what my webcam looks like when it's in shitty mode. Oh, check it out. I got like this windbreaker from Twitch, and my wife hates it. So I wear it because I like it when she makes fun of me. You think it looks cool? I think it's gonna go well with my rollerblades. My map tools chat a different color? Oh, it's a different window. I see. Meow, 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 meow. The head looking bald as fuck. Damn, boy. That'd be looking bald AF. You RP a lot when you're going pro? Tonight. Meow, 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 meow. Does a kid pull on your hair? No. Because you know I'd give him the smack down. Get a choke slam him from the top of Hell in a Cell. I'm 25 and you have more hair than me? Bro, that's just how it be sometimes, man. That really be do how it be, though. I made this song. Hey, can someone send me on Discord suggestions on a... Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. Is this a jam.org? What the? I don't know any of these people except for one person, so... I'm curious how Allocating plans on tying my character into all of this, because I have literally no fucking idea. But I told him I would do it as a favor. Yeah, they all have circle up. Oh, he updated my art. Nice. I love that art. Holy shit. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hang on. Look at that. That's all the hair that I wish I had. Enough hair for two men. How long do these sessions last normally? This will be about an hour and a half, probably. Eddie. Eddie. Come here, buddy. Come here, kitty. Lotto love. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, I don't know any of these guys. Yeah, these are living world people. What song is this? This one. This is not the Herald fight. You tell me who made the art for the Vizier? No, I cannot. Because I don't know. I can tell you who made the art for my character, though. EVXCII. Who I'm now going to follow on Twitter. Eddie. I'm gonna keep muted until he tells me to unmute, so. New emote request. Let's see. We all Asalon Stumpy now? I was thinking about making it so that his whole arm was gone. Keck W by God of Vibes is requested by Burgao the Champ. I wish you would include a link. Now I have to manually fucking search for the obscure variation of Keck W, whereupon there are literally hundreds of them on fucking Better Twitch TV. Good. God of Vibes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reject this because I don't want to look for it. So feel free to submit it again. Spoiler, what is this? It was the twerking Among Us guy. With fart noises. Bam, 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 bam. Our journey into Avernus game, we finally got to Avernus. Sureforce's character is a dumb prick who is literally trying to throw in with Tiamat and was attempting to make a bargain with the fucking evil shield. My character had to spend literally 30 minutes explaining to him why he was stupid, and he was like, alright, then I leave the party. But he's back because he got to Avernus in a completely different way, and we're probably... He got teleported directly to Tiamat, so he's technically further ahead in the story right now. Because he got teleported to Avernus, and then, like, prayed to Tiamat when he got to Avernus and was like, hey, I have your hoard, and I'd like to give it back to you. And then a cultist showed up and took him to Tiamat. So he's not even in our party right now. Yeah, Bucky, it's not really a leak. I don't give a shit. So, is it the official D&D adventure? Yeah. Bam, 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 boop, boop, boop. No one answering Moon2 PH? Hang on, what'd you ask? Which campaign is this? Oh, it's yeah, it's Garrick's the campaign with Garrick. Yeah. That's actually an arc the book suggests if certain things happen, your DM is crushing it. Yeah, he's doing good. I think he sells himself short. Go on. I mean, he's doing it by himself though, so I'm not sure we will be running into him anytime soon. Man, these guys are fucking stacked, bro. 25 AC. All magical attunement slots filled. 150 HP. What about Asalon? I think I updated his character sheet to 15. Yeah, I did. Asalon has 131 HP. I'll just link it in chat. Actually, maybe we can, I can just show it on stream. Not that it's ever going to matter. So bright. Solar flare. 22 in. Yeah, I mean, apart from the random magic items, I don't even have any. This item is gone. The Spire Root one, it got blown up. His permanent blur, +3 AC, +2 wisdom, and heal once. Those are his items. Couldn't I just pick another branch? Yeah. Can we listen to Work Harder for nostalgia? Yeah. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. I took Demi-Plane of Mind Blank. I'm actually gonna change what spell he has prepared. Maybe not. Yeah, how about I'm gonna change Demi-Plane to Mind Blank prepared right now. Mind Blank literally makes somebody stupid for a long time. Literally. Hold on. Mind blank. Hello.
Hail, traveler. And hail all other travelers.
Hello.
Got a lot to go over today, so I dropped some ambience for you guys. You guys pick up your own there.
Nice.
All right. So, essentially, over the course of the encampment growing, a few things come to pass. Forces are called in all across Calcatesh.
Damn, we're getting right into
warriors, mages, clerics, and ne'er-do-wells. People of all shapes, sizes, creeds, religions, origins, and ideals gather within Camp Last Stand. And in this brief lull for the coming of the storm, as the herald looms within the horizon, its violet light, even now, hewing the bright daylight, Asalon and his second await the arrival of the factions of Calcatesh. They enter the large, open-faced tent, complete with drinks, servants, and even light music. But no mind is on entertainment. The Vizier stands next to Asalon, who bears a serious gait, as each and every chapter master and their seconds take their places at the great round table. As everyone becomes settled in,
I was thinking of a different spell.
Greetings, lords and ladies.
I'm gonna re-prepare
of Calcatesh.
Demi-plane then. And probably learn a different
Camp Last
spell.
Stand welcomes you. And although there is much to speak of, we give thanks for your arrival. And we apologize for the lack of time. But the herald approaches. And at that moment, the Vizier will summon forth the plans so far.
Feeble Mind?
Alright, listen up.
Okay, I'm muted. Ooh, I thought I was unmuted. Yeah, I meant to get Feeble Mind.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright, so all of you, as a collective total, as the heroes of Calcatesh, this includes the heroism of the stream groups, as well as the heroism of the Living World players themselves. All of that is accumulated into this single spot. Scrolls, documents, first-hand accounts, scouting reports, all these things lie on a massive stack in front of all of you. Scribes work tirelessly to translate their meaning. And as such, I will explain. Each faction, based on its loyalty, as well as various accomplishments that it has achieved over the course of this phase of play, will bring to the table a certain amount of order.
Ass Fireball.
Where that faction is assigned in the upcoming questions I will ask you will determine how much order that particular problem will be dealt with. For example, if there is, say, an incursion to the north, and you were to send the Bard's College and the Freemen, just as an example, you would accumulate their total order worth, and that would be the order that would be supplied in order to face that threat, so on and so forth. You cannot split your order. Now, I'm going to post in announcements on the Discord what each of the particular factions are worth in terms of order, and then I will also post the order generated by the heroic actions of the past couple of months. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and post that here. I will also, I don't know if it'll look good in Matt's chat, but I'll try.
Do it. Go now.
The number to the furthest to the right is how much order that faction is worth.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm putting it in there now.
Oh, I thought I heard you hit enter, so I was like, oh.
He hit enter in Discord.
Oh.
But for the chat's sake, see if that looks good. Yeah. That does not look good at all. Okay.
What channel are we posting this in?
I posted it in announcements. Here, I can just snip it for you and make it an image for you.
No, I'm in announcements now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The number furthest to the right represents the order that particular faction can bring forward. The following is the heroic actions calculated thus far. And then finally, your total amount of order that you have to spend is 180. Okay, so let's go over that. First things first, to introduce yourselves, we're going to do a quick introduction round. Whenever I come to each faction, that person's head, if they are available, and if not, their second will, introduce themselves so that Asalon and the Vizier can know them. Let's not spend too much time on that because there's like 13 factions, so here we go. Actually, there's more than that, but anyway. All right.
there isn't packed more.
Okay, so first up is the Bard's College. Be sure to use your speech bubbles.
Hello, I am Cardinal Allocating, Maestro of the Bard's College, and my familiar Biggs.
Well met.
The Collector.
Braxton Planer, Chapter Master of the Collector.
Well met.
No more information.
All right.
I'm gonna well met all of them.
Next is the Freeman.
Osmond Brighthoof, Captain of the Freeman.
Well met.
Look at that Minotaur. All right. Next is the Grasping Hand.
I'm having to turn them all up.
All right. So Tiffany's unable to connect, but a red-haired woman with leather armor will approach and say, "Are you there, Tiffany?"
She'll say, "What up, bro?"
All right. I don't know where she is.
Looks like she just connected.
Yeah.
Like she's in the chat.
She's not in voice though.
No, she's in voice.
No, she's in.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh,
Hey!
Hold on. Move her out of the channel and back in.
When the DM can just walk into the other room.
What? I'm kind of tempted to just yell at her.
Hold on.
Tiffany, say something. Okay.
Oh my god.
Her
I'm
shit.
gonna go fix it.
Her shit was perpetually lit up, so I thought there was some kind of. I've had it happen
I'll
to
be
me.
right back.
She probably
Just
has
gonna
the wrong microphone.
pull her into his
selected.
room.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Okay, for some reason I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Were you muted?
Everything broke for me. No, I was not muted. I apologize.
It's all good.
All right, go ahead.
I am Freya Firemane, the Hand, Grasping Hand.
Well met.
Next is the Great Coven.
Jonah Three Rivers, Chapter Master Great Coven.
Well met, Mr. Jonah.
Yes, for the first time met.
Squint.
Alrighty then. Next is the Hikari.
Ularis Amagrel of the Hikari, Hello.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Chapter Master of the Hikari. The dealings that I have in Claeus are not so far from yours, my friend.
Well met.
Next is the Ayatonus Imperium.
Hiya, Nyx, listener of the Toss Imperium.
Well met.
The Inquisition.
I'm having to turn up everyone who talks.
Greetings, my friend. My name is Cedric Ironfist, and I am the Liais, the ambassador of the Inquisition.
Well met, Mr. Cedric.
Pleasure is mine.
The Mages Guild.
Asalon grimaces.
The Maris, current Archmage.
Well met.
Wow, another Archmage.
Respectful nod.
Respect. Ugh. I too am a nerd. All right, next is Night Guard.
Tanis Arkel, Knight Captain of the Night Guard.
Well met.
Oh, dude, your new art is sick.
Yeah.
He kind of
All right.
handsome.
The Shackled Legion.
Nurse, Chapter Master of the Shackled Legion.
Well met again, as you've made yourself well at home here already.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The Steel Saints.
Hello, I'm Deck, Chapter Master of the Steel Saints.
Where's Deck at, so I can show your art?
I haven't loaded yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Describe him to me now.
Her.
Her.
She's a Aarakocra druid.
Cool.
It's standing next to me.
Next to Amaris?
If I was loaded.
No.
When you
Parameters, sorry.
Yeah, when you can get loaded, just drop your token. It's fine. We gotta move forward.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Stetton Striders.
Avayorn, I am Cian Falagra, Hunter Captain. Wait, where's the arrow? Hunter Captain of the Stetton Striders.
Well,
The
man.
Watchwall.
Might Prest, First Sergeant, Ambassador of the Watchwall.
Don't forget your pointies.
Well met.
That's it. All right. Next is the World Wanderers.
Madeline Blair Three Rivers, Ranger Captain of the World Wanderers and Queen of Kaitalok.
No relation to Mr. Jonah?
Yes, we are married.
Well met, the both of you.
The Crowsworn.
My wife brought me coffee. Thank you, babe.
Amelia Lutfi of the Crowsworn.
Well met. Well met, Miss Amelia.
The Evereye.
I am the Cantor of Chaos, speaker of Lock and Highs.
I apologize for what happened to your prophet, but it would seem that it's no longer an issue.
Yes, well, bygones be bygones. We have better issues to attend to, do we not?
Asalon will nod in agreement.
Forked Tongue.
Absent.
The assassins did not show up, it would seem. The Last Grove. Can't hear you, bud.
Silkser, you're not talking.
You're muted, Silkser.
Hello.
And you're remuted. There you go.
Hello, I am Lodge Luckby, Archer of the Last Grove, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well met, ma'am.
I'm sir.
Asalon will blush and say, he will say, I apologize, but I can relate to being mistaken for a woman.
And then finally, the Storm Lords.
I am Rokurko, a champion of the Storm Lords.
Everyone who gets talk is turning up, or everyone who talks is getting turned
Vizier
up.
will turn and gesture towards Asalon to introduce himself to any that does not know his name already.
Well, first to Mr. Ruck, he will say, well met. He will, are we sitting right now?
Yeah, you're sitting around a round table.
Well, first things first, I would like it to be clear that we're gonna go one step further after he got his hand blown off. We're gonna say that it kind of like escalated to his whole arm. I know it's not like a corruption that's consuming his body, but I thought he would look cooler with one arm. So
It's whatever you want, my dude.
Asalon will execute a seated half flourish bow or half bow flourish with his left arm, and will inform everyone gathered. Greetings, my name is Asalon Caltalonis, and I am the Archmage of Glaeus, founder of Alexandria, an assemblyar of this particular camp. It has seen better days, it is bustling now, and I am glad to have you.
The Vizier will then nod and then move on to business. My Lord Asalon, it would seem that the countries of Calcatesh have offered what aid that they can. They have offered us station and board and support wherever we choose to place our particular stands. Now, to all the factions here, we must choose now. Where shall we place our strength? And with that, we enter the part to discuss.
All right.
Okay, so there are 4 aspects that you will need to fill out. And they are munitions, fortifications, logistics, and morale. Munitions being weapons, attack capacity, things of that nature. Fortifications are defense. Logistics is the ability to communicate and move troops and things like that. And then morale is to heal and recover and to not have your troops break. The first thing that you need to do is decide which factions will place their strength into which of those categories, which will then set the base starting statistics of the heroes of Calcatesh. To be clear, you could stack them all on one if you wanted to, although that would not be wise. Each of them are important in their own right. I would also like to point out that keep in mind what your faction is actually capable of doing. Although I will not spell it out for you, some of the factions are going to be better at assisting in certain aspects of munitions, fortifications, logistics, and morale. However, you may not be able to fill in the other slots, and some of you might have to take an ineffective choice. It is up to you to decide how to split up your forces.
To be clear, we are putting them, if for our faction, it is going into one of these. We don't get to split it.
You cannot split your forces, that is correct.
Gotcha.
And what are the difference between the two numbers again? One last time.
What
the
two numbers?
63, arrow 3,
That's
kind of thing.
Your numbers.
The first number is the total loyalty that the faction has. The second
Do
number
I like
is
my
the amount of
microphone?
loyalty
Yeah, I use a noise gate everywhere,
faction brings
though,
to the
so.
The only one that matters is the one with the most right.
Yeah.
And I'm in
there
a
was no
highly
calculation
sound-insulated room.
Sure.
So results may vary.
Are we going in the previous order, or whoever wishes to speak first?
Anyone can who would like to take the floor.
Well, Bard's College will take the floor. I believe that the college would be suited working on morale. Hello.
Asalon's looking at you.
Yes, I might have held off push talk. I believe that the college is best situated in morale, where we will play the drums, heal the wounded, and maybe write what happens.
Do you believe this is where your forces would be best suited? I mean, I understand the purpose of a bard and the talents of a bard, but what of information gathering and transporting, so to speak? Are you not skilled at that as well?
We have some skills, though our faction is largely situated in a fairly remote mountainside. So,
Is this before or after your college was destroyed?
it was mostly destroyed. The ruins are still there, and we've been fixing it. So, that is where it remains.
I am pleased to hear it. I am in agreement with your decision. However, this is all of your decisions, so whatever you believe to be the best for your men and women and what have you, I will support you.
Thank you.
So Bard's College will be going to morale, yes?
Yep.
So be it. Alright, next we have is the Collector. It is their turn to speak.
People seem anxious to speak. There's like 30 people in here. They're being respectful right now.
Don't know how much we can work towards morale. The only things that I'd be considering would be for logistics. No, would be for logistics or munitions if it's truly needed. I'll hold off my vote until I hear others decide.
So, to be clear, you are proclaiming your forces for the matter of logistics, but you are also holding your forces in case there's a blank spot that needs to be filled?
For munitions specifically, I don't believe we would be the best in, raw force, just so much as, having the extra arrows to go around.
Understood. I will make a note of it, or rather, the Vizier will make a note of it, and we will continue. Thank you, sir.
The Vizier will scribe down such instructions. Freeman.
Hi. For the Freeman, we feel that the best choice for us would be logistics, though we could go to defense as well, being the faction that deals with the sea in all its ports.
Very good. I will. The Vizier will mark you down for either one of those, and we shall. I will attempt to. It behooves me to mention, perhaps, decisiveness, commitment. The only thing that we should, what's the word in common, dally upon is the most important thing here among everything else from what I have witnessed personally, and I'm sure some of you as well, beyond arrows, beyond walls of stone, beyond everything else, the most important thing that we should consider is our morale. So if you are undecided on what it is your chapter can do, consider morale as the other option, not one or the other in terms of anything else. Because we can do without an extra wall, so long as we have men to stand in the empty space that was once a wall, I suppose. Asalon will smile.
That's good stuff. All right, Freeman, what it'll be?
Put us down for logistics.
You got it.
Asalon nods in approval.
The grasping hand.
The grasping hand will devote their abilities to logistics.
Very well.
Control space for speech bubble people for the stream.
Please don't forget. All right, next is Great Coven.
I believe we could do pretty much any of these except for logistics, perhaps. We're a charming bunch, but I personally think our talents would be best used for the creation of magical wards, so that would go to fortifications.
Very good.
Okay. Annotating. All right. The Vizier will write it down. The Hikari.
Hell, we cannot dance a jig as well as the bards, but perhaps we will buy this land in blood. Munitions for the Hikari.
He's so cool.
Ooh.
The Ayatanus Imperium.
I would say that we have found ourselves, in a spot. While we don't have quite the members we used to, I do find that our banks tend to be filled with what they have donated in their stead, on top of my own gatherings throughout the years, to the point where many are gathering dust. I find much of our excess would be useful in the munitions.
Very well, thank you.
The Inquisition.
Arcadum, I have a question out of character. Can you tell
Who
me
speaks?
how many Cedric Ironfist's nation?
All right, are you the
Yeah, that's
Inquisition? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that is correct. My bad, apologies. So, I have a question out of character, if I may. What's the amount of people we have in munitions, logistics, fortifications, and morale?
We have 3 people for logistics. We have 3 people for munitions. 2 or 3 for both of those. We have 1 fortification, 1 morale.
The order values of those are so far: munition is at 10, fortification is at 7, logistics is at 14, and morale is at 10.
All right. So in character, well, not precise in what we can do multiple things as the Inquisition, as a faction that is mostly composed of paladins, mostly a marshal, one that isn't afraid of running away. But alas, we also have many agents across many countries that can also serve for logistics. But it seems as you look around. The logistical department is covered. I would like to offer my man and myself for the fortifications, if I may.
I have seen a great many grand building within Ord, and I believe that your decision is wise, sir. There are
Thank you.
many grand keeps.
All right. Next we have is the Mages Guild.
I've been debating this as I've listened to everyone, and I believe as of currently, the Mages Guild's greatest strength would be put into logistics, as the existence of both the teleportation nexus as well as our ability to instantly send messages through magical means or another would most likely serve as the most profitable help. But as my colleague Cedric just said, it seems logistics is rather filled, but for now, I'm going to put us down as logistics, as I believe that is where our strengths are mostly filled. But if needed, I'm sure I can figure out a way to put us to other places.
The wonders of the weave are grand indeed, and I am certain that you understand that more than any of us here. I shall mark you down as more nebulous in the commitment of your forces, should we need to move anything around, as you have suggested, man. Thank you.
The Vizier will annotate this. The Night Guard.
We of the Night Guard have fought many eldritch horrors, and while the unknown is something that we dealt with for generations, our blades are strong, but our minds are stronger. We go to morale.
Nice.
This is so cool. Shackled Legion.
Alright then. Knowing that the moronic dwarves of Krazix love building their little toys, we'll just devote it to fortifications.
The Vizier, however, will not sigh.
God damn it, Stealth.
Alright. Steel Saints.
The Steel Saints are a very simple faction. We are mercenaries. We fight for money. And in here, we fight for all. Munitions.
Alright. Stetton Striders.
I believe that the Stetton Striders are best suited at two things. Are best suited at two things. Going in, fighting some unfathomably powerful creature, and telling some grand story about it. We are good at munitions and morale, so whatever one you believe is best fit for the current situation. I am not good at math.
Hilarious.
Pretty much whatever one's lower.
Alright.
That's probably morale.
Well, if you're following Asalon's direction, morale.
Morale indeed.
I think technically morale has more points right now, so we can go through after everyone's designated their points and figure out which one we might.
Then the Vizier will annotate them in a weighting pattern. The Watch Wall.
I believe our strengths would be fortification, of course, due to our specialty.
Agreeable nod.
Agreeable nod. Slamming PS. World Wanderers.
As World Wanderers, we are dedicated to the defense of civilization and nature. Unfortunately, our Ranger Stones will likely not provide much fortifications against this enemy, so we are better suited with our arrows, munitions.
The Crow Swarm.
He's looking at me. I'm taking notes, chat.
I believe we would be better suited for logistics.
And why is that?
Because we have demon forces and portals too. But we can also go to munitions. Just need.
Understood.
Evereye.
Lock and eyes, gaze pierces through many veils, and they should guide our hands, as well as yours, my friends. Logistics.
Yeah.
Man.
Asalon looks creeped the fuck out by your character.
You should be.
Yeah.
That's the point. You should be. Look, he's a very good chapter master for the Evereye. It's fucking fantastic.
Aw, thanks, bye.
Alright. The Forked Tongue are not here, so therefore the Vizier will place them in a position that he believes to be the best. Assassins are good at killing. I'll put them into munitions.
I'd hope they're good at killing. That's their job.
Indeed.
Okay. The Last Grove.
Well, as the Archdruid of Calcatesh, many of our druids are specialized in recovery and healing, but you could also serve as a defense as well in fortifications. But I feel that morale may be a better option. But I'll go with what you believe will be the best.
Good Archdruid, we shall designate your kind and forces to whatever is needed the most, as such is the case of those two.
I see. Then I will go with morale.
Very good.
Adjusting. Lenorm Lords.
We will assist with munitions. My men would rather be involved in this fight.
Alright, now we circle back. Collector and Strider.
Actually, you missed the Silent Knights in both the introductions and in this.
Look at that silent.
Oh
yeah, and the tops.
Yeah, missed them
well,
too.
I did not include them because they did not generate sufficient loyalty.
Ah, unfortunate.
They're also technically accounted for.
So that too. They're already involved because their literal faction is already involved. So anyway, Collector.
I believe most have put their efforts towards logistics already, being the most sought after, so looks like we're down for some more munitions. Let's keep those arrows flying.
Before we continue, Vizier, could you perhaps read off the totals for each one before those who are undecided?
Of course, my Lord Asalon. One moment while I compile them.
Oh, if that's the case, I can compile them.
I'll do it faster.
I'm almost there.
My math. You have 45 ammunitions.
Is that counting the collector's?
That's not counting the collector's choice yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So there's 45 ammunitions. Fortifications has... To be clear, the Silent Knights and Tops will still have something to do, just not during this part. Just to be clear. 26 in fortifications. Logistics is 19, 28, and morale is 24.
So morale's the lowest?
Yes.
Well, you know,
If you
they
believe
say
you are
nothing,
better,
nothing really inspires someone like extra coin, you know? Let's put some extra money in some men's pockets for the good old war funds.
You
Buy some health potions.
Yes,
next
the
is-
most effective morale, making it rain.
All right, Staten Striders, where are you going?
Based on those numbers, I believe morale is the correct choice for us. We will make sure your stories are glorious.
So be it.
I love you, Taco.
All right. Final calculations are munitions 45, fortifications 26, logistics 28, morale 36.
Did we ever designate what the Crowsworn was going to?
Crowsworn I have marked down as logistics.
What was Mage's Guild?
Yeah, it was logistics.
Mage's
Okay.
Guild is in logistics as well.
Okay, cool.
Sorry if I wasn't clear on that.
Just to interject, perhaps some munitions could go to fortifications if you want an even defense and attack.
The World Wanderers seem pretty decent at getting things around. Would they not make good logistics?
I suppose it is implied in the name.
Well, whatever you have me, I shall proceed with.
Well, before we make that decision, you know them best, and I wonder perhaps what your insight would be on the matter.
Well, we are no strangers to travel, so she does have a point. Should we need more logistics on that, I would see our munitions placed into logistics.
Very good. A war effort such as this requires all of these pieces for certain, and I have heard and read many tales of battles and armies that have fallen apart as a result of miscommunication or no communication at all. It's a scary thought.
I believe with the combination of our resources with the World Wanderers and the Mages Guild, we will be able to cover all bases.
Asalon nods in approval.
All right, the new rundown is munitions 37, fortifications 26, logistics 36, morale 36.
That's pretty well rounded.
I kind of like the split, actually.
That's very well rounded.
That's fine. We'll pick up the slack for the rest of you.
Okay, buddy.
The Vizier will notice that Lord Asalon seems to be amenable to the numbers, and will therefore write them in, bold them, underline them, and then send them to scribes and scouts to spread the word to the appropriate troops. Your choices are now locked in.
Excellent.
And that will be your starting statistics for the battle to come. But hark, there is yet more. Your logistics is 36. Therefore, you get to choose a couple of things. Number one, the Herald and its forces loom just on the horizon, and the various mages and more traditional scouts have been able to determine some of its facets. Choose munitions, fortifications, logistics, or morale. You may learn what the Herald's strength in those areas are.
Morale. Unless anyone has a better line of thought here.
That's a good idea.
I mean, it's all about hopelessness. For
Depends
them.
what kind of strat you want to go for. Do you want to try to go and quick kill? Then it'd be at another defense.
So
if you want to go for the long fight, it's better to know their morale.
To be clear, we're learning. Restate what we're learning again if we choose one of these.
Okay, so you have your statistics now,
Yep.
and remember, these statistics have not been augmented by the heroic actions yet, so you still have points to put into them. Which that's where the major decision making is going to be coming in, is where to put those points. Because your logistics is at 36, you're able to learn about the enemy, and what you're able to learn is one of its stats for munitions, fortifications, logistics, or morale.
Will this be quantified beyond just a numerical value?
It will be, yeah, I'll clarify what it means exactly, comparatively.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think?
And the most important, I'll just kind of, reveal the hand here. Whichever one that you choose will also give you access to special missions that you can attempt to spend order on to weaken it, because you'll know about it.
I have a question. Do we have any knowledge on the interplay of the statistics? Like, if munitions is used against a particular one of the enemy statistics?
Oh, yes. So munitions is the attack statistic, fortifications is the defense, morale is the hit points, and logistics is the special actions.
Perhaps we want to learn about, like, its fortifications, so we know if we want to create a very strong sword and, like, make our munitions very high, so we have an easy time of attacking the enemy and leverage our advantage. Or we could...
I second that.
And then we can know how much we need to put into our own defenses to, like, make sure that we can still attack it and stay alive, kind of thing.
On the flip side of that, learning the enemy's munitions can aid us in knowing just how high our fortifications need to be. So we aren't, steamrolled.
And one could argue, having fought a fair, mighty creature with quite a few of you in this room, knowing the intricate things that they can do has saved us time and again. Arguing that logistics wouldn't be bad either.
I am in agreement with Miss or Sir Nix.
Female.
Ma'am. I'm in agreement with Lady Nix. I believe that in my own travels and travels that I have felt, that the unknown is typically our greatest enemy.
I have two thoughts on the matter. The fight's not going to end until it's entirely wiped out, so it would be good to know its morale. But the thing that will ultimately destroy us, I think, is when it starts pulling tricks out of its bag. So I also agree. I think it would be good to know the surprises before they become surprises.
I feel like at the end of the day, it having super high morale and things like that is, well, obvious. It's literally its whole thing. So, if it has tricks we need to learn, it's better to learn them beforehand.
An ambush cannot be an ambush if we've scouted their position.
I believe that knowing its weaknesses beforehand helps us prepare. So I am in agreement with Audio over here.
What is your decision, Asalon?
I get to decide?
Mm-hmm. You're the leader of this.
Well, with the wisdom provided and these guys don't know about refractions, right? I mean, some of them I think.
Some of them amongst them you know that are 7, but you recognize their tent. However, because you mentioned that, there is one that stands out amongst all of them. You recognize that Jonah is of 7, but it is Freya that stands the most out. For not only is she 7, but there is something else within the demeanor, one that you had seen before, for the trials of the stranger.
What about it?
Specifically, Mo's sight when used in the encampment. And indeed, he serves a handmaiden of one who very, very much so has a similar visage. You believe that her soul is the most refracted.
Well, be it because of arrogance on Asalon's part, or be it because of the knowledge he knows that he has experienced through his refractions, and because of the battles he has witnessed, felt, or seen, or heard of, he will announce, I believe if we can learn of the enemy's hidden maneuvers, that would serve us best. Logistics.
The Vizier will note your selection. All right. The Herald has a 62 in logistics.
Whoa.
Much of its strength comes from its ability to study its own enemies and to subtly and slowly, carefully, and unseen hands and eyes corrupt like a malignant tumor the world. But, as overbearing as its strength might seem, you are not without your own eyes. And now we can move on to special actions. Okay, so what we're about to go into at this point is you can decide what special actions you would like to take in order to lower the enemy's logistics.
Oh.
These will be translated into RP events, which, through the course leading all the way up into the battle against the Herald, will actually determine what advantages the heroes of Calcatesh, and therefore those 7 eyes that would face it, will actually gain an advantage of. So, the decisions that you make here will determine what RP events will be hosted in the living world, and should they be successful, will actually serve as a direct advantage, or failure thereof, against the Herald in the final fight. Since you have chosen logistics, the first option that you have is blinding the Herald's eyes. The Herald has many eyes hidden throughout Calcatesh. It will take a very dedicated and relentless force to find them and to put them out. So, you may discuss amongst yourselves which faction you would like to send in order to do this. Keep in mind that the Tops and the Silent Knights are now available for selection. You may send up to 2 factions to deal with a certain issue, and this issue is blinding the Herald's sight. I should also mention that depending on which faction that you choose for any of these missions, I will accommodate their circumstantial bonuses that they might have. For example, this is an example. If you were looking for a certain type of personage and you wanted them taken care of, sending the Forked Tongue, who therefore have no morality at all to keep them alive, and they don't care about justice, and they are specialized in hunting down people, that would be a very useful faction to send. Those types of things matter. The alignment, the tenets of the faction, all those things matter.
Okay.
The choice is less mechanical and more thematic and story-based, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now, your logistics reveals that the Herald has many eyes. The first mission that you can possibly take is to find those eyes amongst the peasantry.
Well,
I'd honestly say either the Great Coven or the Evereye.
heavy-handed, the Imperium is also known for handling peasants.
Many desperates lie within the poor and paltry that sit in the streets begging. Many of Allocating's followers at that. Should be
Yes.
network.
Yeah, send them to do that.
I will say, it sounds honestly quite mad to believe that we can find all of them among everyone in Calcatesh, but who else better to handle it than the mad?
He'll wink.
I don't think most of my folks are going to be particularly happy about shaking down peasants or working with the Evereye.
I would be surprised if they were, Jonah.
It's already taken bargaining position. That's good.
Would this not be a task for the grasping hand?
Well, the implications appear to be killing them.
If you wish for us to have a heavier hand with these marks, we just need to alter the way our contracts are written.
These are... Go on.
I was just going to say, one could also say that when it comes to finding the secret heretics within the community, the Inquisition also has a history of such.
Yes, but if we are sending the Evereye, I do not believe it would be a good idea to send the Inquisition alongside them. That would probably be about as bad as sending the Coven.
It's like water and oil, my friend.
Well, look in places where the other won't, I suppose.
Aren't we all supposed to be on the same side, working together with enemies?
But
I
will
think we can
interject.
stomach.
Who's to say you've not worked with us before? Inquisition, you would never know.
Oh, fucking god, of course. Winky face. I would like to interject. Currently, we are facing what could be the end of the world. I believe it is time to set for a moment, our strives, our problems aside for now, and focus the main problem ahead. Even though it does make me uncomfortable working with someone with the Evereye, if I am selected, I would not mind in anything against this matter.
What is important to remember is that we no longer have the time to determine if these vessels that the enemy is using are willing servants who have tossed their hats into the ring, so to speak, for the enemy, or if they are unwilling ones. As such, as much as it pains me to say, I don't think we should have any reservations at all about ending them. They are a liability that in part seeks to undo creation, not just this world.
Well, since we're sending pairs, we could send, say, the assassins to finish the job, and then somebody specific to find the individuals.
I like that idea. And as much as I do not like the God of Madness, my own personal experiences in Glaeus have shown me that, and as I am sure all of you are aware, they have a hand for every pot and pocket. So I agree with the Evereyes finding and the assassins killing.
If we have more high-profile targets, it might be better to save the assassins for them, since they would, if we're talking strictly here, be missed.
Then send the hand.
I would think you'd be remiss to not send us. We are specialized in finding people. That is what we do. That is our specialty.
Plus, your organization is probably larger.
Those hiding in the peasants will be the hardest to find. The others might be the most ensconced, but hiding in the masses is pretty effective.
I'd recommend the grasping hand then.
Would we still be sending the Evereye?
The Vizier will look towards Asalon and await his decision.
Well, seeing that, recognizing in part somewhat who Freya is and that last assertion and indeed what they are good at, Asalon will posit. It is as they say. The grasping hand should do the finding. For certainly, it is as Jonah said that our marks, for lack of a better word, would be most difficult to find. The hand could do the finding and perhaps even the killing. Who do you think could keep up with you, Miss Freya?
If we just need a hand in the taking out the marks, anyone will do. I've worked well with the World Wanderers before, and I've also worked well with the Steel Saints. I would make an exception with the Inquisition this once, for it is dire. But anyone would probably do.
Do we have any volunteers?
As the World Wanderers, our outposts are across the continent. We can apprehend as many people as we can and quickly with the logistics in hand. I will volunteer to aid Grasping Hand.
The World Wanderers and the Grasping Hands then shall root out the plague, so to speak, within the peasantry. It is done.
The Vizier will nod and will notate it, and send out word to those in which it matters. Alright, that mission is now locked in. Alright, staff members, those of you that are here to take notes, prepare an RP event in which the Grasping Hand and the World Wanderers, and those they choose to have aid them, RP actually search out infected and corrupted peasantry and bring them to the sword.
This would be across the entirety of Calcutta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Godspeed.
Alright, and with that, the Vizier will propose the next course of action. As you have studied the logistics of the Herald's movements, you are trying to limit its sight, but there is one particular aspect that must be dealt with. The Herald has many, many servants, and the Violet has corrupted much. Most notably, however, are the Diviners from the olden years. Beings, mages capable of seeing in the sight beyond sight and piercing the veil, any veil. Their continued existence will be a hindrance. They will need to be dealt with. So, how shall you deal with these powerful mages?
Well, if sight need be met with sight, none other better than my lords.
What of the mages versus the mages? Magic versus magic.
I suppose, the saying fight fire with fire is something to be said here, so I suppose it could be arranged. We are quite used to dealing with such things, after all.
Well, perhaps the madness worshipper and his god could assist you in undoing these diviners.
We can simply show you the way and allow you to cast whatever spells you deem necessary to take care of them.
Well, if you could mask their way as well, that would be preferable. The biggest hurdle I see here is you being seen before you show up. So, if that's something you could provide.
Perhaps we may be able to work something such out of similar mechanisms elsewhere.
Then again, the assassins might kill them before they can cast their spells.
If these are diviners, no amount of stealth could really hide them. It would take a practiced magical hand in order to fool them.
You all act as if we need to put them down like dogs. They're on our side, aren't they?
The diviners? No.
No. No. They're people that are piercing the veil to serve the enemy.
Does anyone know where they are, even?
I think we can assume with the logistics that Arcaden provided that we'll be able to accomplish what we need to.
That's what the RP event is for, is to find them and deal with them.
The Mages Guild has the forces needed in order to do this. So it would be certainly possible.
And if time is anything to tell, a bit of chaos makes it quite unpredictable, even for a diviner.
Mages Guild has no qualms with the God of Madness.
Well then, is it agreed upon? Shall the Everlie work with the maidens?
If that is what the group wishes.
In my own personal experience, I find that you two would work better together than not. I really can't imagine a better partner for the Mages Guild at present in this task.
As I said, in times such as dire as these, I will do what is needed.
Don't worry, I won't let you much of the residual crazy rub off on you. No more than I wish.
The Vizier will nod, and we'll lock it in.
I just turned Discord up by a
Sending
ton.
word. Okay.
Above all, after all.
The next task at hand, you have the peasantry being filtered out. You have the diviners being dealt with. However, there is a serious problem. The Herald has called upon the Order of the Shattered Star, and over time, even with their few setbacks, their defeat at the hand of the Herald's Call, and their second defeat at the hand of the Tearing Veil, they have therefore turned to more reckless actions. The Rotten Wound, once again thrums with demonic energy as the Order of the Shattered Star seeks to open a portal to the abyss and corrupting already dark forces, seeping them into the world. This portal must be dealt with. Who shall seal the demonic gate?
This is my right.
Asalon nods in agreement almost instantly.
I think the room did.
Yeah.
The room just simultaneously nodded in agreement. Yeah, yep, Hakari, deal with this.
But, alas, as the Phoenix has proclaimed, we cannot do everything alone. Who shall go with me?
Who do you think could extend your, I don't know, vast killing potential should they decide to swarm through this portal?
Well, I may not be proficient in front lining, but I have been to this place before, so I do know what is there. I suppose that I can aid in some way at that place if needed.
You've been to the Abyss?
No, he's been to the Rotting Wound.
I've been to those mountains before.
Ah.
To face off a rather similar invasion. I believe that the very enemy caused that invasion the first time, and now it seems like it's trying to cause it again.
Man, you were there. That's so. I'm sorry. This was really cool for me, and he was actually there the last time. I'm sorry. Please continue.
Look, I'm getting flashbacks. That's some nostalgia. I don't want that.
Fuck that one part of the mountain in particular.
Anyway.
Well, that seems rather settled then.
You two. then.
The Vizier will look towards Asalon and nod. The last grove shall face the demons with the Hikari. Sick. Oh, real quick to any staff members listening, I need a RP event to kill a bunch of diviners for the Ever Eye and the Mages Guild, and anybody else that wishes to participate. And for the Demonic Gate, the Hikari and the Last Grove shall venture forth to the Rotten Wound and face the Demonic Gate, holding back the incursion of evil.
Why are they called the Last Grove?
Because when they were first founded by actually Lanzu planting a seed of a tree.
I'll explain. They're called the Last Grove because up until the point to where Lanzu planted the seed of a new grove, there were no more druidic groves left. So that's a literal thing.
On Calcatesh? How long ago was this?
This was
Phase 1 was when he planted it.
Phase 1.
Phase 1 was
8 years?
7 years ago.
7
Nope.
years?
7 about.
7-8 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, around about.
And when a new grove emerges, it will just be the grove.
The next grove.
That other grove.
Anyway.
Well, we don't talk about that one.
The next task at hand is a... Okay. The Order of the Shattered Star must be destroyed, for they are an infection that is difficult to determine, for many of them do not have direct corruption. Many of them are just following the instructions of those that are corrupted, but very slightly. Thankfully, due to the successes of the Herald's Call and the Tearing Veil, they no longer have their stronghold and their foothold within Ord. They have retreated to an abandoned monastery and the Barrow Down to the northern section of Ord. The Order of the Shattered Star cannot be allowed to survive. A force must go there and slaughter all of them. None can escape, or else the infection will continue. The Barrow Down is an ancient ruined fortress that once served as one of Ord's city-states before it was abandoned long ago. So which group do you think is the best at absolute destruction of people within a ruins? Thank you, Eddie.
Send Eddie.
Eddie agrees.
Eddie's ready to go.
And they shall call unto them only you.
Well, that sounds like an Ord problem.
Sounds like an Ord problem.
Also
I
sounds
believe
like
that I should undertake this task. As an Inquisitor, this falls under my authority.
It also
And-
sounds like the forked tongue to ensure the true death of our foe.
Tis more of a high priority target than civilians.
Do we happen to know if the logistics say that are there innocents, or is it just people that belong to the Order of the Shattered Star?
Well, that depends on what your definition of innocent is. All they know, logistically speaking, is that those inside are affiliated with the Shattered Star. Make no mistake, there is no guarantee that an innocent will not die in this action.
All must... Oh, I'm over there. All must die without mercy. For any to escape is to continue their corruption. If you do not believe yourself capable of killing those who might be innocent, then I would suggest you back down